Hey everyone, welcome back to more Lost Odyssey, where last time we went into Grand Staff and we kind of destroyed it. I meant to hit the map button, there we go. Yeah, so on the direct center of the map, slightly to the right of that, there's a blinking dot. That is the final area. We're not heading there just yet. Now, I'm not talking about the one that's like up to the left of me. I'm talking about the one that's like almost immediately below that. We're actually heading towards the bottom right blinking dot today, because we have some new stuff we're going to do. But before we actually go and do that, I'm actually going to move to my nearest disembark point, which would be the port of Salmon. I'm just gonna go to Salmon really quick. Salmon. There we go. Because in Salmon, we are actually going to have a lot of graphics slowdown. Oh my gosh. Wow, did you see that? That was really ridiculous. We're actually going to go into the item shop. I'd never seen that happen before. Item shop. This is the... Yep, this is it. Oh dear, what should I do? I could not have done that any worse. What are you groaning for? Something bothering you? Question mark? Well, I received a complaint from a customer regarding this item. What is that, a mask? Looks kind of ominous. It's called the Enchanter's Mask. Apparently it's an antique found in an ancient temple, but I'm told it places a curse upon whoever wears it. Customer was absolutely furious. He told me he never shop here again unless I proved to him that I disposed of the mask. Why don't you just throw it out or bash it with a hammer or something? I wish it were that easy. I've hammered, chiseled, burned this mask and not even a scratch. Even if I throw it out, it shows up here again the next day. Customer did some research of his own, and apparently this is a cursed Eastern tribe mask, that the sword that appears in Numaran mythology. The way he put it, the only way to remove the curse is to place the mask in its resting place, deep inside the now destroyed Eastern tribe temple. But that's simply impossible. Even if we had spare ships available, we'd be foolhardy enough to go anywhere near that place. We will. Although perhaps you folks are up to it? Yes. Please, I beg you for your help. I'll reward you handsomely. Yes. Oh, thank you very much. Nothing bad will happen if you're just carrying it. So don't worry, I'm counting on you. So just don't wear the mask. We are heading towards the Temple of Enlightenment today. We actually got a tip for a item that we need to find there in the treasure stuff. So items, treasures. But the cursed mask guards, the treasure from the east is hidden deep within inside the Temple of Enlightenment. That is literally our last one that we need to do. So we're actually going to get that as well. I'm not sure if we'll get it in one episode, mind you, because the Temple of Enlightenment is, it's big. It's pretty big. So we are actually going to head towards, let's see, the closest port will be, port. Technically that one, but I think Numara might be slightly easier to get in. Where is my ship, by the way? Oh, the white bow is all the way over there. Okay, let's get in the white bow because we actually do need that. I need to get enough speed here to be able to do this. There we go. So the white bow is over here. We need the really slow moving ship. Kind of hilarious I left it all the way over there. But we need to head there with the white boa and then use the Nautilus in order to get inside. So we kind of have like a double thing going on. So we need that again. So let me just kind of splash down. And then make our way over to the ship and store. And now that we're in this, I'm going to move to nearest disembark point so I could actually save myself a teeny bit of time. Let's just go there now. I didn't mean to. All right, now let me actually go on the port version of it. Port. There we go. This is technically the closest port. But since I got a really slow to start moving ship, it does pick up its paces once it actually does get going, honestly. I mean, I've only had it for like the entirety of Disc 4, but still, it's slow. So we need to actually pierce through the ice that's in this area, which would be in the hypercurrent. So let's go all the way around. Be on the lookout for some ice that we can pierce through so I can actually do that and then launch the Nautilus. Because you notice that there's like a lot of big empty places that we can go into around this blinking dot. We are actually going to probably be surfacing around that and then going around. It's kind of unique. So let's just make our way through here, back out of the hypercurrent. Get a very hard left. Come on, ship. There we go. Pierce our way through here. Still have no idea how we get out of that later, but yeah, now we can launch the ship that we did that. We're on the other side of it, and we can go to the ocean floor, which allows us to find a cave, which is right there. There it is. We got this cave here. And then we can surface. Which brings us to this kind of not really that great looking texture area. We just get over here and then we can land. Because we have the Temple of Enlightenment. This area is by far the hardest in the base game. I'm gonna say the base game because the DLC does have a harder area. But this area right here, hardest one, clear as day. For the area, anyway. There's harder stuff. What's up with this place? Someone's got some awful taste. Looks like a temple of the Eastern tribe, a rather ancient one even. I can even feel spirit magic in the air. Mac? Hey, what's wrong? I'm not sure, I feel like... It's like someone's calling out to me or something, from deep inside. Or maybe my hair's clipping in the back of my head there. Like the hoodie ornament thingy. Huh. Huh? I don't hear anything. You sure you're okay? Yeah, but something just doesn't feel right. It's like electricity is flowing through my body. Time. Keep moving, find out what it is soon enough. That's fine by me, but let's keep it slow and steady, okay? We're in the Eastern Tribe territory here, and in an ancient structure to boot. You best expect the unexpected. I agree, everyone be careful. Yes, I can definitely agree with that. This place is, again, the hardest in the base game. No doubt. And my characters, I have Mac in my party here because he is kind of a Mac-centric thing. This is basically Mac's side quest area, essentially. And this place is no joke. The levels here could probably be higher than what you expect for the final encounters of the game. No joke. Pretty much, I think you can get to level 97 in this area if you really wanted to. There are enemies here that you can just grind off of. And speaking of grinding, we get into a battle. Usually our first battles in this area is with the Savage Bat and the Fireflies. Those ones you're guaranteed to level pretty much. Yeah, wow, exactly that. You're pretty much guaranteed to level every single time. Just keep on double experience, double SP, you're good to go. We're here to pretty much level up most people to get their final skills. Jansen in particular will give us double cast. We are looking to get that because double cast allows us to just cast any magic twice. I mean, we could sit there and pick like Groundus and Aqueous, things like that. You could go through the list and just choose whatever you want. It's nice to have, and we're definitely gonna be learning that, but we need to level up our main party as well and get Mac a little bit up to snuff because he's level 49, so that's gonna take a bit. But this encounter in general, we're pretty much just going to get rid of the bats in front and just kind of whittle them down as much as we can. Because we can use all flares to knock them out because the bats are weak to fire. The ones in the back, not so much, but they still take damage. But Aqueous will take them out as well, and all Aqueous, either or. Either one works. Once you get double cast, it makes it a little bit easier. But double cast does take a little bit longer to cast because you're pretty much casting 2 spells at once, and yeah, it's annoying. But yeah, the outside enemies we will get to level 60 easy. The inside enemies can pretty much get us to like in the 90s, easy. 97, I think, is the max that we can possibly get. Maybe a little bit further than that. It's possible, but we'll be grinding a little bit harder. It will take some time. But yeah. I am really excited to do this place, but I'm not going to overgrind. I'm just going to get my characters up to level 60, at least the ones I'm going to be using for this particular area, give or take. It's going to take a little bit of time, but there are some enemies that I am going to show off. I'm going to show off a couple of them in this area first before I move on. I'm going to get the chest here, and then I'm going to show off some more enemy encounters here because I'm going to be fighting them constantly. But I might as well just show you what I'm fighting versus not showing you. But yeah, that should take out this group, and we're ready to go.
It's not in my nature to
Yeah, everything in this first room is going to get me to level 60 easy. Every single battle I do here is level up, level up, level up, level up. It's ridiculous, and I'm going to learn stuff really quickly. To a point where I kind of want to be swapping out like crazy here. So defense boost, defense boost, defense boost, there we go. And then I'm looking for a defense boost too. Defense boost is all the way here, there we go. And then I need to de-equip that from you. I'll give you literally anything at this point. And then you learn defense boost too as well. There we go. So this first room, again, has kind of decently strong encounters. There's only 2 items in this first room that we really need to worry about. So that's honestly not that bad. We could just go and grab them really quick. But again, I am going to be grinding in this first room. But I am going to be doing a cut because it's a lot of grinding I'm going to be doing. I'm gonna try to get everybody possible up to level 60, just so I can feel comfortable going inside this place. Which again is just, let's see, realistically, 6 battles, let's see, 6, 7, 10, so 10, about 20-ish, 21 battles maybe, give or take. Really not that bad. Really not that bad at all. But yeah, I just gotta go through here twice in order to get both items. It's ridiculous. I'm not worrying about the slot seed right now because if I take off the slot thing in order to do the thing, then I gotta reset all my stuff. I wanna worry about it when I actually can make a list of everything that I have on, just so I know I have everything on, and yeah, just gotta get all the good stuff on. I'm gonna go through this again. It's a little annoying, but that's just essentially how you gotta do this one. And then you go over here. And there we go. Grab the second item here. And that gives us more Jewels of Wisdom, but I can't carry any more of this kind of item. Ew. Can I make use of those somewhere? Can I pick them now? Can I get them this time? There we go, that's a little better. We got both items and we're gonna head back this way, which leads us right back to the save point, which is really convenient because again, another way of healing yourself up after battles and stuff is just saving, leaving your game and coming right back. So you kind of got the convenient save point right here for when you need to do that. And yeah, so general gist of things, I will explain it in a moment because I only need to hit like level 52 for a couple people in order to get their best stuff, which is Jansen and Cook. And yeah, pretty much tall, and I don't really need to worry about the item there. I'm really more worried about Jansen. So let's see some examples of battles in this area. So one of the first battles that we usually get here is these cold balloons. These cold balloons are pretty much just, oh hey, we're fire and poison. So if you have nullify all elements or absorb fire, you're fine here, but as well as having element resistance so you can not worry about the poison. And then have that on one of the mortals on your party, and then you're pretty much all set. So you don't have to worry too much about it. Just kind of get rid of them with all Aqueous and you're pretty much fine there. They're not too big of a deal to deal with. A big example of a battle on the outside area is the Black Kellalon. It is not the strongest Kellalon, mind you. There is a much stronger one on the inside of this place. But I might as well bring this one up because it kind of gives you a taste of what to expect with the one on the inside. So yeah, this thing will do a lot of damage, especially if it gets off its big lightning attack, or if it just does big spells, which more than likely not. It's not going to do a lot of damage to you if you just have like magic defense and things like that. You don't have to worry about it too much. But if you don't have double cast of Jansen yet, just use combos and Killer Ring combinations and you should get rid of this thing really easily, especially the same on the inside. But if you do, use casting support and then use double cast on Groundus, and then you should kind of go bam, bam, and it's dead. All right, and now that training is done, for the most part anyway, I pretty much got everybody that I'm going to be using in this place, so about level 60, give or take. They're slightly higher because I did train the others, and you know how it kind of goes when people level up more, you know. Either way, the biggest skills I learned from all this is double cast. I wanted to learn that. That's level 52 for Jansen, and double cast, I learned that on everybody immediately. Cook got mental stability too, which is weird because it shows up down here for some reason instead of right next to mental. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Either way, mental stability 2 is better, so I wound up learning that. Tolan doesn't really give anything since his best skill that you get is through side quests, and 49 is the last one that you get. And said I pretty much already had everything for him, so we're pretty much all good there. Mac, on the other hand, I learned Wallace, which sounds like a name of somebody. Either way, it's nice to have. It will be kind of useful for getting more GC if you really need it, which, yeah, actually might be kind of useful in this dungeon, maybe a little bit. So yeah, we are going to continue forward, finally. I kind of been at this for 2 hours, so it took me a little bit to do that. I thought it was going to take me at least an hour, but then I'm like, you know what, I'm kind of tired of doing this for a little bit, so I took a mini break in between. But yeah, I didn't really get everybody up to level 60. It would have taken me quite a long time to do that because there's only one of the encounters that really does it for you. The other ones don't really give you that much. But yeah, so the Square of Eternity here. Yeah, big area indeed. You can see a chest immediately right there. We kind of want that, but yeah, this is pretty much the exact same thing as the other area, just a lot more complicated. So we're kind of just gonna start things off by going over here. Nothing too fancy. You could go up if we want, but we're not going to do that just yet. And like I said before, the encounters on the inside are going to be a little bit harder, because now we have the Hellish Kellalon, which this one here is much harder than the Black Kellalons outside. I say much harder. They kind of are, honestly. We kind of want to wreck them as soon as possible. So we're gonna do that. They're insane. So we are going to kind of kill them as soon as we can. Let's see. What was it? It's water, so ground. Yep, I'm going to double cast that. So boop, boop. And then same thing here. They are susceptible to, I didn't mean to do that. They're susceptible to paralysis. I should have done that so they don't really do their big attacks, but this is going to do a ton of damage regardless, just having double attacks going off constantly. But these things are ridiculous, and I'm kind of surprised I got it on my first encounter on the inside of this area. But if I can get rid of it, it's very useful. That could have gone slightly better. Thankfully, Prism Mist isn't really that big of a deal. I don't really have to worry too much about this attack in particular. Thank you for not exactly killing me right away. That's nice. So it's, yeah, we're done here. we are done here.
Leap before you look, I always say.
But yeah, this thing levels me up. This thing will level me up to level 97. That's ridiculous. That is insane for this point in the game, because that's pretty amazing, but it's going to take a little bit, like some battles might take 2 towards the end of that, because you're going to need to find 2 of them in an encounter or just fight multiples in order to get a level up per battle. It's still ridiculous regardless. So if you find those things, those are probably your best bet of grinding to that high. First things first, we're actually going to set the platform to go like this, because we are going to go down here. And going down here, we see that the path only really goes one way, this way over here. I can't actually rotate the camera for it. It's a dead end. I wish I could have used the camera so I wouldn't have to just walk over there and waste time, but we go over here and get our first chest. And this one is 6 forbidden explosives. Still not very useful for me, aside from making some rings that I'm never really gonna use. We're gonna go back up here. And what we're going to do now is we're gonna rotate this thing once again. We're gonna bring it back. We could go over there, but we have to like make the long way around because there's no actual connecting point, so we gotta rotate this twice, like this. There we go. And now if we wanna get up there, we can go over here and just go right on up. And that connects to right over here. We're good there. Then we could go over here and go down if we want to, which gives us access to that chest that's kind of on the roundabout there. A little bit annoying, but we just go whoop, straight there and we grab it. And then we can explore this area a little bit further by going over here and seeing a platform that we can use to go up. So there we go. I'm also checking in every corner and crevice because I definitely don't want to miss a chest in this area. If I do, I'm gonna be so mad because I don't want to go through this area all over again. There you go. That should give me another item right there. And we can go over here, but of course we get into a battle in between. Awesome. What do we got this time? Oh, okay. I have a normal encounter for this area. The baddies here, ironic name, actually heal these things. So we don't really want to have to deal with that. We're just gonna kind of get rid of them. There's no GC to worry about, so we can just go and attack them flat out. So let's do that. Let's just attack them flat out. And then you, on the other hand, you know what? You are just going to use a little bit of gamble action on you. And then you are just going to kind of, let's see, what are we dealing with here? We got earth, water, and there's a water there. Just do some damage with that. And then, let's see here. And just see if we can get a little bit more damage going off here. What do I want to do again? There's like so many options. I'm like, what? Okay, there we go. And then you. I could just cast Death on the one in the middle, but I'm gonna let this actually play out by using other stuff for now. I'll just use a bunch of all spells. Don't really matter what I use. I'm just gonna play it by ear and just cast whatever I want, honestly. I mean, they're gonna take damage regardless, so might as well just do it. And it also shows off the fact that if I use big spells, you notice my casting times are a little bit out of whack, just because, hey, I'm using really big all spells and stuff like that, so I gotta wait a turn. So that's good to know, but at the same time, if you don't want to do that, just cast Death on the one in the middle and then just wreck the other two. It'll make this fight a lot easier. There's also Divide, which, yeah. Most people will have Divide at this point, and if you don't, I have no idea how you got here before you went to the Kellan village, but it's possible. I'm not gonna say it's impossible. I mean, it's possible that you might have. There we go, just continue those. Yeah, like I said, it does take them a long time to get off by casting all spells. You're basically doubling the amount of casting time, so pick and choose what spells you're gonna be using wisely when you're doing double cast. It will help a lot. Unless you're fighting something that you just want to. What the heck happened there? You notice that Seth was just like not on the platform when she started running up? That was weird. But yeah, like I was saying, just use spells that you know are going to not take as long. Singular spells might work a little better than all spells when you're using double cast. Like groundus, things like that. Just in the face of a rock every single time. Wow. Wow, okay, Mac. that happened. What are we dealing with? It's almost dead. I'm just kind of get rid of it. I could have probably made that a teeny little bit better by, yeah. Okay, now it's dead. Let's take care of it. Yeah, I was going to say, what the heck happened there?
It's not in my nature to lose.
All right, and that gives us a level up, so that's nice. It would have been nice if Mac was still alive for it, but, whoops. All right, let's make sure to heal Mac. I just cast Healers like 3 times on you. How the heck did you not get healed? All right, let's see. Over here, we have a platform we could flip, flop. So, loop. And then we could just go right across over here. We have a pathway that kind of goes down over there, so we can check that out really quick. Let's do that. We have a chest that just spawned right there. You gotta be careful where you get off on this one because this one ends right there. There's no way there, so you're just gonna have to go back up if you go off the wrong way. So just make sure you get off on the right side on this one. I'm gonna have to hit this switch in order to make the platform go this way. That gives us 2 paths now. We could take the right way and the left way. I was gonna say the wrong way, but it's technically the right way either way. The 3 ceiling stones, we go over here, walk back across, and we get another chest. Then we got a path that leads back. We don't really want to take that. don't bother, just go back over here and flip-flop it around and just make your way back around. So just up here, battle again. I probably should heal Mac. There we go. And now we go back up. I just kind of duded on there. I didn't even get the walk. You just kind of went boop, straight on it. There we go. Walk back over here. We can walk over here if we so chose. We're gonna have to flip this if we want to. So yeah, do a little bit of the flippy flip. Which allows us to get over there. Which we're going to, because we're actually going to go over here and down here. All these extra areas that are in the area are kind of just unnecessary. It's just there to confuse you compared to how the other one was. We're gonna just hit this switch because there's nothing up there. There we go. And we walk over here, get into another battle.
Just calm down, okay?
This is ridiculous. Go across here and grab this, which is the last chest in this area, which thankfully enough, you don't really have to worry too much about the chests in this area because it's kind of confusing. This area is confusing, I'm not going to lie. But the chests here, there isn't really that many of them, surprisingly enough. You think there'd be a ton because this area appears to be huge, but it's really not. It just looks big. There's a lot of ways you can go. But it's just, let's see here. If I rotate this one here, that does this for me. There you go. Let's see, yep, I wanna go that way first. So over here. All right, let me heal Mac again. There's not really too much I can do about that if he can't absorb stuff like all the others can. I really should just use heal on that one. Cook is almost out of magic. That's hilarious. Either way, up here and then through this big door. I swear I keep warping to the points instead of actually like walking over and opening the door. But this brings us over to the Valley of Loneliness. Kind of a big area here. There's really not too much we could do in this area just yet. If we take a look around, we have platforms we can raise, which we are going to. So we're just gonna do that for this one. The same for this one. There we go. And then over here, same for this one. There's nothing on that one though, but it's good to know. And then we'll take a look over here, just kind of get a good look-see around, see what we're dealing with. Got a big door over here, nothing going on, so we're actually going to move back. We got something up there. We want to get that, but we can't really do anything with it. And then let's go back over here. Take another look-see around, and that's about it. We want that chest up there, but this area is pretty much done for now. We could go through that other door, but we're not done in the big area just yet. So, all right, time to heal Mac yet again. Somebody that can actually heal. We're gonna make our way back over here because that area we can kind of go through that door if we really wanted to, but we're not going to. We're actually gonna head up in that way. And in order to do that, we gotta hit this, and it rotates the platform that makes it do this. And clearly now we can walk across that. Gotta think when it comes to these kind of designs is like, oh, why would someone hit like a bunch of switches in order to make it so you can go over here or you can go over here? Why not just make the paths accessible like in each and every way instead of wasting time? We got another chest on that side. We kind of want that too, but first we're gonna go over here and just kind of bring this up. And when we look over here, there's a little bit of a button that we saw earlier in the other room. So if we hit this one, we bring it up over here. And if we want to get that item, unfortunately, we had to go on this and then get back on it. You know how this is, so we gotta go boop, boop. There we go. And now we can lead out over here and grab this. Some death powders, it's nice. There's another item here that we can't quite get just yet. We need to get all the way around in order to get it. See that ladder right there? We need to get up top and then walk over. It's a little bit of a hassle, but we're pretty much done in this area for now. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is go this way, because now we can go on either side and access the next room forward. Oh, hello. Okay, now this one right here, this battle is essentially 2 hellish Kellolans. So double trouble. Probably the hardest encounter in this area just because there's 2 of them. But that just means we're doubling the amount of rocks we're throwing in their faces. Ooh, battle successful. And everybody leveled from that. And we gotta heal Mac again. You're not gonna not hear that from me at this point. I have no idea how some of these characters even took damage on that fight. Either way, we're gonna head up now and go around. Because we're actually going to go into this big door this time. And this leads us to the Corridor of Timelessness. It is the second of the big areas in this entire dungeon. There's only really 2 of them. That's not too big of a deal.
Say your prayers.
Oh my god. Oh joy, healing Mac again. Who would have guessed? But yeah, we're gonna go up here now. We're gonna make our way around because we have another little bit of a big area as well here. Have a clear platform there and a button here. If we hit this button, it just kind of flips this and allows access to the save point. Which we are going to use because I'm going to get my MP back from it really quick so I don't have to waste items. So just kind of hit this. And that is the first half of this area done. So, next time on Azure Plays More Lost Odyssey, we are going to continue the Temple of Enlightenment. And find the 5 chests in this area and then find the rest of them in the other areas too. Sure isn't really that many, honestly. I'll see you all then.